Hi, this is Paul Acevedo of Windows Phone Central, here with a video review of Zumba Fitness World Party for the Xbox One. It was an Xbox One launch title. It's also available on the Xbox 360 using the Kinect. Xbox One version, of course, benefits from the new, more powerful Kinect and higher resolution video and audio. Here we are at the menu, having skipped part of the intro. Going to go into the progress tracker feature. Just going to show you some of these things before we do the gameplay. So I recorded this right when I started playing. You got a weekly report that shows your calories burned and a few other little stats like that. I think there could be more stat tracking, but it's decent enough to start with. Another cool feature of the game is goals. You can set your own goals, like enter the number of calories and the amount of time you want to give yourself to do. Then there's community goals, and these are collectively contributed to by the online players. There's a little level screen. I hadn't unlocked any yet. You start at level 0, but basically every time you level up, it gives you a little factoid. That's all. It's really nothing special. You can unlock all these different bonus videos, intros to the different places in the career mode. And you can also unlock these little scrapbook items relating to the places that you visit. Unfortunately, you can't zoom in on these images. They're tiny little images. Really, they should absolutely zoom in and fill the screen. Now we're looking at Learn the Steps, which is the game's tutorial mode. There's something like 13 different dances you can work on, and then you can pick the individual steps and whether you want to play slow or fast. I started out slow just to begin with. Here you can see the instructor is dressed as Supergirl. You just do one move at a time, which is really not that optimal, I think. It would be nice if you could easily move on to the next move. But here we skipped forward a little and to the final move of this particular dance. There's only a few moves per dance. It's pretty reasonable. So she's moving a lot faster. Kind of hard for me to keep up with this particular footstep. I'm not that coordinated by nature. And if you see Zumba down at the bottom, that means you've performed the move correctly, like as well as you can. And there is an achievement for each dance tutorial, so they're really easy to get. Then you can get another achievement for doing all the dance tutorials. Now let's hop over to full class mode. You know, Zumba is a real-life fitness class you can take, and there are several lengths of classes. Short class is 20 minutes, then it goes up to 40 and 60 minutes. And you can't tell what is going to be in the dance, just the intensity. I mean, the class. But much cooler, I think, is the custom class feature, in which you basically just create a playlist of songs that you want to dance to. You can do up to 10 different songs. 10 songs in your custom playlist. So just pick songs you like. You can pick ones where you've already completed them and you can see your star ratings, or just new songs like this. So I gotta what do we got here? Lady Gaga. And there we go. Having completed the playlist, you get an achievement for that. There's actually 4 achievements just for creating playlists. So those are gimmies. Well appreciated. Then the quick play option just lets you select individual songs. And again, if you've played them in another mode, you'll see the star rating. So all the different modes contribute to the rating on a song. 44 different songs. They represent genres from all kinds of different countries. And then the main game mode is World Tour mode, and this is where you actually sort of visit those countries. There's 7 locations. And each location has a certain number of songs to go through. Like, you start out with only part of them unlocked, but you have to do them all in a row anyway, so I don't really know what the point of not having them all unlocked to begin with is. I guess if you didn't do very well on a song, then the next one wouldn't unlock. And they all start with a little video intro like this. So they're trying to represent the culture of that country or continent or whatever. And that's pretty cool, I think. Gives the game a little international flavor that you wouldn't get from your average dancing game. Now you have a choice. You have the choice of playing 2-player in this mode or in single dance or classes. The only thing you can't do 2-player is a tutorial. So now my second player has joined in. It took a minute for it to see him. He's going to select his profile. He doesn't have it set to automatically read his face. So we go here, and we had a weird problem with signing in. Like when we want to pick a profile, right now we're using motion control, but it will not let us actually select the profile with motion for some reason. So then we had to pick up a controller and switch to that. Not a big deal. Annoyingly, the game's main menus do not support controllers, which is, I'm not crazy about motion menus, so I think every Kinect game like this should also let you use a controller just to navigate things. It's faster and easier. It has to sync your data. I guess it's saving on the cloud there when it says that. Not a big deal. I don't know why it needs to save before you've even started, but whatever. Relatively reasonable loading times. The Zumba miles earned, that's just your score. Now, you can see it's a live action trainer or instructor. She is on a green screen background. It's not a real background. Looks a little bit phony to me. But on the other hand, it's also kind of pretty. I mean, it's more interesting than just seeing a static studio set, I guess. And in the corners, you can see it's tracking me and the second player. And, oh man, I'm having a hard time keeping up with her movements. Not the best dancer. Down at the bottom, we have a star rating. If you're playing by yourself, you'll only see 5 stars, but with 2 players, it mixes the stars together and alternates between them. Now we're switching to another song here. We're not actually going to play much of the music. This one is called Russian Dances, and it starts out with Korobaniki, which is the Tetris theme. Really cool. It only plays a little bit of it, but gotta love the song. There's just a big variety of dances, and which I love, and it's relatively forgiving. Like, we're not getting too many greats because we're a little cramped as 2 players, but when I'm playing on my own, I don't have any trouble getting good ratings, so I would say it's a little bit easier than Dance Central, and that is welcome because I thought Dance Central was just a bit too hard. Now, after you finish your destination, you can see all these collectibles you get, basically just dependent on getting a high enough score. And of course, there's achievements for collecting them all. And earlier, I showed you some of the pictures that you unlock. And you also have you level up. Which, like I said, there isn't much point to leveling up other than you get the little factoid and, eventually you'll get an achievement for reaching max level and having all the other collectibles. It's just a way to keep track of your progress across all modes, basically. And also, the first time you play, if you dance even halfway decently, you'll earn a bunch of achievements like this. So, Zumba Fitness World Party is a great dancing game. Xbox Fitness is okay, but this one just has a lot more routines, a lot more songs, more variety and personality, really. If you're serious about dancing and fitness, it's definitely worth picking up. It retails for $49.99 at launch. Thanks for watching. Read the full review at wpcentral.com.